So today this is like education corner. I wanted to talk about um, the diagnosis of rectal cancer, also anal cancer. I've spoken to many people since I've been diagnosed, people who know people who send people for me to connect with, and I talk to everybody. One theme, and it's also written in my book, um, is when people, one of the symptoms that people see is blood on the stool. It's not blood droplets. It's more like a clump of blood. When the tumor is, in the rectum of wherever it is, and the feces moves and touches the tumor, it can take part of the vasculature off with it. And that's something that's different for most people. For me, the first time it happened, I was like, what is that? I was completely shocked. But I said, okay, just wait to see if it returns. What happens next sounds kind of universal. Like a lot of people, they go to their primary care physician and say, I'm feeling something, I'm seeing blood in the stool. And the first thing that the primary care physician says, well, let me check for hemorrhoids. Now, I knew that I had a hemorrhoid. I know it's TMI, sorry. But it's like, what was causing the hemorrhoid? I didn't have hemorrhoids usually. I was eating mostly vegetables at the time. I would go to the bathroom anytime. So I wasn't straining. What was causing the stress? Yeah, my life wasn't that stressful at the time. So when I went to my primary care physician, he said, oh, you have a hemorrhoid. That's what it is. I knew it was not. Like there was such a clear knowing, no, it's not the hemorrhoid. I didn't say it at the time. I went back a week later, saw another doctor, said, I'm feeling a bunch of things in my pelvis. I'm seeing blood in the stool. I want more testing. Give me all the testing you can. She sent a bunch of tests. Everything came back normal. I waited another week. My roommate said, hey, you think you want to get a colonoscopy? And I was like, yeah, that's what I want. So I went back within maybe a week and a half, back to the PCP, primary care physician. And I said, okay, I want a referral to a gastroenterologist. And I'm not going to leave this office until the gastroenterologist referral is sent. I mean, I'll stay in the office, I'll sleep here, just not leaving without it. That's what I want. So I had to go back 3 times within a month to request something. Now, I have heard of lots of patients like me who came in with symptoms, and the primary care physician said, you have a hemorrhoid. Go home. And they went home and didn't insist. They didn't come back in a week. Maybe they came back a few months later and had gotten the same thing. It's a hemorrhoid. So I've heard of several people who are year and a half, 2 years go by, and then the cancer progresses to stage 3, 4, and then there's a lot more to deal with. So as the information, if you have friends, if they have some kind of like blood, it's almost like a clot tissue on the stool, and they're feeling odd symptoms in, around the pelvis somewhere, most likely their primary care physician will say, oh, it's just a hemorrhoid. And I would just encourage people to self-advocate. See, you're the one living in your body. You're the one sensing it. You're the one seeing it. be attuned to yourself. And if your physician is not hearing you, or your friend, please consider advising them to find someone else who will listen, or come back and be insistent about getting checked. I cannot tell you how many conversations I've had with people with the same thing, but they did not keep going back to check what was the cause of the hemorrhoid. So hemorrhoids, apparently, with rectal cancer or anal cancer, can be a symptom of the disease. Somehow the cancer is creating some kind of stress where hemorrhoids appear. So that's for general information. And I think it's important enough for me to put it on Facebook and other social media to please be aware of it. Thanks.